Well, I'm very excited for this. Hi, Amanda is here. So we're gonna talk about perfecting the career, our career, not the
Mhm.
career. But before we get into it, why don't we just get to know you a little bit more?
Okay. My name is Tess. I'm young. I'm actually 22. And
No, I know that.
yeah, I started permanent makeup when I was 18. So I was pretty much like fresh out of high school.
Cool.
My mom had actually been telling me to get into permanent makeup when I was in high school. But back then, even 4 years ago, permanent makeup to me was like, permanent makeup was like for old ladies. It wasn't for
Right.
young people and everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I went to university and university didn't work for me. So when I came home, my mom was like, do permanent makeup. And then like, okay, like, I guess I'll try now. And it was it's the first day of the class. I loved it. So I've been doing permanent makeup now for 4 years. And I specialize in,
Moms?
pardon?
Did you do your mom's?
No, you know what? She's lazy. She
What?
she can't do she had very traumatic permanent makeup from somebody like 20 years ago who like blew out her eyeliner. She's very sensitive, so I think that she's scared, but I try to convince her. I know that she wants to get it done, but I think she's just a little lazy. But yeah,
That's
she's
interesting. Lazy? I don't know if it's a lazy the right word. Lazy?
I think she like there has been times where I've brought all my stuff home to like tattoo her lips, but then she goes, "Oh, I don't want to do it," because she doesn't want to go through it, I
Got,
guess.
got it. So tell us more. So that's how you got in, which I was
Yeah.
going to ask you how you got in. But how did you grow? Like you are like everywhere now at
I would
22.
well, when I first started permanent makeup, I actually started in my house, and I had one client, which was a friend, and then I had another client. And this client kept on kind of messing me around and canceling and rescheduling and stuff. And then we had an appointment booked. I showed up. I was in my suit. I had like bought these new scrubs and my bed was all ready. I was there like 2 hours early, making sure everything was perfect. And then 10 minutes before the appointment, she canceled on me. And I was so mad after
Oh,
she rescheduled so many times because I just took all these trainings. I knew I was going to be good. And I just thought I was so mad because no one was taking me seriously. So right then
so
and
were
there,
you charging at the time?
I think I was charging like 100 out of my house. And I was so mad that she didn't take me serious, this girl, because I knew that I was good. So
But I'm telling you, because I started like skincare when
yeah,
uh, I I was actually 15. I was in high
uh,
school and nobody took me seriously. Like I
yeah,
used to work at a salon. It's
yeah,
hard, right? I know how you feel because I remember when I was like 20, I was like so good
yeah,
at skincare. I was so good. I was so good at nails. I was so good at a
yeah,
lot of things because it was funny because I would say, oh yeah, I'm doing this for like 5 years. And they
yeah.
looked at me like, really? And I had like very bad acne. So it was
Mhm.
very obvious that I was young. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. It's hard when you're young. Like even
yeah,
started was hard for me, but what I've learned is that, and that was even still today, I'm like, I don't want to disclose my age to people because I don't want people to not take me serious, but
uh,
it's not about how old you are, it's about how you work. And I think
your
people's,
work ethic and
uh,
yeah. Everything.
yeah. So right at that moment when that client canceled on me, I said, I can't work from home because first off, I'm young, I'm new, and nobody's going to take me serious. So I went on my Instagram. I found a girl that I was following in Vancouver and I applied. She took me in. At first, I started with eyebrows. I did a few people for free. And then all of a sudden, lips just took off and I was started to do lots and lots and lots of lips. And now I don't even do eyebrows anymore, 4 years later.
Oh, thank you. Here you go.
My phone fell. Gotta put it back. Okay. But
I'm gonna buy this. I'm gonna show you. Look, this is what you're gonna buy. Hold on. This is amazing. These things.
I know I need one of those. Right now, I like my setup is, I'm not even gonna show it. It's embarrassing. I have an award, like a trophy, and that's what my phone is standing up against.
Oh, that's so. I'm trying to make my place, and my setup is funny too. You want to see it?
Yeah.
It's funny. Look, it's kind of stupid too. It's my wait. Hold on. It's my shoe boxes or whatever something.
Yeah, that's what mine looks like.
Because I'm waiting for my desk. Yeah. I have a chair. You look. I have this. My husband hung this, and I don't know how to switch the camera, but he made a really nice thing here. Look, can you see that?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he did it really nice, but I don't have a desk, and I'm like, okay, so until I have a desk, I have these stupid boxes, whatever.
Yeah, at least it's Louis Vuitton. It's a little bougie.
Hello. Excuse me. Yeah. It's not just any box, right?
Yeah.
There you go. That's funny. So then you said, okay, I'm gonna go rent this place. I mean, did you rent it or you start working for her or something?
I was kind of apprenticing for her, and she helped me get clients. So what I did in the beginning, this is very bad, and I wouldn't recommend anybody to do this, but I was so desperate for clients that I don't know if you guys have Craigslist. Do you know what Craigslist is?
I think Craigslist is great. Why do you say it's not good?
Because what I did was I took other people's pictures and I put them on Craigslist, and I said, blah, 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 eyeliner, come and see me for free. And I am so regretful that I did that, because those people who did that about my work now, I get angry about. So don't ever do
it. On it. I tell my students that you should show your practice, your model at, in the class or something like that. I mean, can I be honest?
Yeah.
I did the same.
Yeah, it's hard when I did it for like 3 people, and then I had enough photos of my own, and I was like, okay, I'm done. Like, I just needed to borrow a picture. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people have done that. It's not good.
I didn't put it up anywhere. It was on my phone, and I had a beauty salon. So when I had the beauty salon, I showed to my clients, and they actually did not ask me if I did them.
Yeah.
So I didn't say this is the picture that I did. Oh, yeah. Look, let me show you some before afters. You know how you would look like.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. So I had people come in, and the service was for free, and I did a few people. I did some friends. I did some people off Craigslist for free, and they all went really, really, really well, because the owner of the studio was there. She checked everything. And actually, to this day, I have the eyeliner girl, my first eyeliner that I ever did. She still comes back and she messages me to come back. So
there you go.
I didn't mess anybody up in my first days. I have messed people up, but not in the very, very beginning.
I did. I messed up people. I did. Yeah. Those pictures are in the courses right now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Some of mine are.
And I tell them, I'm like, I did that.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice to show, because, like, we're all human. We could all mess up. Yeah. Let's see who is saying hello. Somebody wants to know the difference between online and an in-person class. Amanda is saying earrings. What earrings? Let me see your earrings.
I don't know what these are.
Oh, cool. I love it.
Yeah, they're kind of 80s. Oh, that one just came out.
Do you want to tell them the difference between online and in-person class? I mean, I could explain to that.
Yeah, you get a lot more in in-person class for sure. Like, I was just explaining to another person the difference between one-on-one and group training. And with one-on-one training, you get so much more. Like, I'm there to show you what you're doing wrong and spending the time with you to make sure that you're doing every little single thing right, and that you're an expert in every thing regarding the training, whether it's eyebrows. If you go and take an eyebrow training with one person, say it's 3 days, that expert is going to be hands-on with you, making sure that you are an expert by the time that you finish the training. But with online courses, you can only watch, and yes, I can give you some advice if you ask me for some questions after, but I can't necessarily be there to watch your hand movement or to see if you're doing it right or wrong. And a lot of the time people do it wrong from online courses.
Well, not in Beauty Angels courses. We have a unique way of online courses.
Yeah.
So I get, but it's okay because she was asking specifically, I think, your online. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's right. Yeah. She asked that question to you. So yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
it's funny because actually Clubhouse, we were talking about online and live trainings, not with you about that. And it was funny because a lot of artists online courses are the same way that you're describing.
Yeah.
But like Beauty Angels, we don't have, it's actually, even if you come to a live training, we feel like there's so much you could learn in the live training because to me, the training starts when it's online because we monitor it literally step by step, how they hold it. Like it's actually very, very different. That's why I always say normally for most of the online trainings, a lot of people recommend like Shay, I hear you, like for people who have more experience.
Yes.
Yeah. So I guess it depends, you know, like for example, Fibrows have a very, very detailed and
like my courses aren't for beginners, and they're for people who already do it but want to learn more, because if you're a beginner taking my class, like you said, like I'm not there to monitor everything. So you kind of have to pick things at your own pace, and I can't be there to make sure that you get all the information that's in the class. It's kind of up to you. But if you're doing like more of a hybrid, like live class like you do, is it kind of like live? Yeah. It's more interactive. Like I hear
it's very interactive. We have an app, and we literally make little pieces. I know. I don't know how to explain. Like we break everything into such small details that we see exactly what they're doing, and we give feedback.
Yeah. So
we give feedback each step of the way, and
it's very interactive. But a lot of online classes, like mine included, are more. It's like a master class. Like it's like a YouTube video. Like you go through the YouTube video, and, and you learn stuff.
It's different.
Yeah, but it's more. You definitely get more being with the trainer personally, and like having direct feedback.
Right. Santana, Kenneth, are you still there? We love you. I mean, I don't know if you love him, but I love him. I don't know. Because somebody said, I love you guys. Aw. Aiden, my son. Hi, Aiden. Where are you? You're still not home, and your dinner is waiting for you.
Oh, my gosh.
Crazy. I would take you seriously. Oh, that's so nice. She's talking to you that she would take you seriously. Because you're young. I think that's when we were talking about that. That's Don't disclose your age. Why? Who cares?
Yeah, I know. For some people, I don't. Like for a lot of people, I don't. Or if somebody assumes that I'm older, I'm not going to go out and say what I am. Because it's almost like a stereotype. Like people stereotype things, but yeah, you can start a business and be successful at any age. I think the guy, Colonel Sanders, the guy who created KFC, started KFC at 60, and then he built this like million dollar company. So
Facebook.
Yeah.
What? That's a cool setup. Oh, thank you. She likes my setup, my Louis Vuitton boxes.
I think it's a pretty good setup.
And the silver wings. Aren't these cool?
They're really cute.
When I saw it, I was like, I gotta get this. I
Did you
love
did you paint it silver or no?
No, it was like
It,
that.
wow. It was
Oh
meant for
my,
you.
I'm not ignoring you, Kenneth Santana. I just saw your messages. Oh my God.
I saw a few of my friends on here too.
I think they're reading comments. Yes, we weren't.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's funny. Everyone does that. Almost everyone. Everyone does what? Love the honesty up in here. I must have very good friends. Done for already. Good for you. That's amazing. Keep going. It gave me a lot of content. Yeah. Come to California. Is she talking to me or to you? I don't know, but I am not traveling anymore. If you're talking to Tess, you should go to California.
Why aren't you not traveling?
Girl, do you know that I don't need traveling like I need a hole in my head. We have about 100 trainers now.
What?
And I'm building, I think right now, 4 more courses, and we have so many new products coming, launching. I don't teach that much anymore. Only like one-on-one here in Florida if they want. But no, I don't have time. I don't take that many clients either. I take maybe 2 clients a week.
Yeah. Yeah. The trainings that like are so good. I love them, and it's such a good way to connect with everybody. Even doing these lives, like I love doing lives. I love doing Clubhouse. I love talking to people. I love the community.
Because you have a lot of time in your hands. You don't have kids. You don't have husband.
Yeah.
You don't have crazy business I have.
Yeah. I think you have 100 trainers.
We do. Yeah.
How does that work in your system?
I'm building a course with Sheila, actually, how the Beauty Angels Academy work, because it's a very interesting business profile. Not profile. What is it called? Business model.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. You're so real. I love it. Thank you, Flawless Ego. Does that mean you have an ego, or you have a flawless ego?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Maybe she will answer us. It's a cool name.
It is a cool name.
Great explanation, Tess. Woo, woo. I have experience with both, and I'm getting more with my online beauty angel. Oh, Flawless Ego is a beauty angel student.
She has a cool name, and she's part of the cool crew.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay, I'm saving up for your online course, Tess.
Aw. I know, I saw that one.
You saw it? I'm broken down step by step. It's broken down step by step. Yes. Flawless Ego is talking about our course. Okay, I feel it's more personal. Oh, thank you. It is personal.
It is more
Can
personal.
you explain the difference between body tattoo pigments and SPMU pigments? I've heard you can use tattoo pigments for brows, eyeliner, and lips.
You probably know this answer, but
Wrote capitals. So we heard you. Let's go.
I want to know the answer, Claire. You have your own pigment line.
Yes.
So can you tell us, I'm curious, can you tell us about, is your pigment organic or inorganic?
It's a hybrid.
Uh-huh.
Don't love just, I have my own personal preference, especially for microblading. If you do just organic pigments, it's definitely going to be 100% gray. No, it's just a matter of when. I learned that the hard way. It was funny because I just kept believing, because I was like very focused on Phi, you know, and the Phi Brows pigments were organic. People like that word, organic. It sounds good. Oh, it's organic. This is not an app. I don't need an organic pigment. Lip pigments are organic mostly. I mean, for lips, I would never use, and again, I'm not a lip expert, but but I know about tattooing and stuff like that. I'm actually pretty good knowledge wise, but I cannot really do lips to save my life. But anyway, but I just don't believe in eyebrows, I should say, in organic pigments,
Yeah.
because especially for microblading.
Yeah.
Because iron oxide is not the devil. It's okay.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
agree.
I think people just was in the, wave of, oh, organic,
Friend.
it's
Yeah.
organic, da, 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 like, and
Mhm.
I said, like, people thought it was good because organic fruit and vegetables are better. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But
Yeah.
it's stupid. It's nothing to do with one another.
Yeah.
But anyway, so my pigments have iron oxide.
Hmm.
Anyway, they're not magnetic. The only iron oxide that is actually magnetic is the red iron oxides. The black iron oxides are not even magnetic, but
Uh-huh.
some people just think that, iron oxide is bad and titanium dioxide is so bad.
Yeah.
It could be bad,
Yeah.
and I'd love to hear your version. I'm almost done with my version. I just believe that titanium dioxide is okay,
Yeah.
unless it has giant molecules, but um, I'm not against. And again, if you want to use for powder brows, um, organic pigments could work if it has a lot of orange. Like that's
Yeah.
why Permablend has a lot of orange. Like if you look at like the Permablend lines, all the browns are like super,
Yeah.
super like orangey. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, whatever works. I mean, it does implant faster, the organic lines, because the molecules are smaller.
Yeah.
And the iron oxide has, bigger molecules, so it doesn't implant as easily.
Hmm.
But again, I feel like if I don't put an iron oxide in my microblading pigment, especially, you will have with the way that we work, not
Hmm.
we, the cutting the skin, it just will turn the pigment gray. And I know this from firsthand. Like I've seen it,
Yeah. I agree. It's the same for like, I personally use tattooings for lips, but you can use any kind of pigment. You can use organic permanent makeup. You can use tattooings. You can use iron oxides for lips too. It really depends on the type of client, what they want, and the kind of result that you want to achieve. I just did a live with a girl named Natalia, and she's a biologist, and she was explaining the difference between organics and inorganics. And she was basically saying that the macrophages in your skin, when it comes to iron oxides, they cannot hold on to the iron oxide pigment because it's too big. So what happens over time is that the iron oxide
pulls
fades.
the skin much faster.
Yeah, it goes through the lymphatic system and it drains out. So it's
Right.
more beautifully. It's more safe. It's better for beginners. It's better for retouches in the future. And permanent makeup, and she was also saying that permanent makeup tattooing is permanent. It's really permanent. So it's not, although it heals very natural, it's something to consider it for your artist, like morale, what you want to choose to do for your client. Because although I love using organic tattooings for lips, I do know that that is very permanent for my clients, and it's either something that they're going to have to keep up with the rest of their life, or there's no fading. Like there's fading, yes, but they're going to have the tattoo there forever. So
And I think the other difference between cosmetic inks and tattoo ink is the cleanliness, to be honest with you.
mhm.
Like it's a much cleaner product. Tattoo
Yeah.
pink does not have a lot of what is it called? Requirements.
Yeah,
That
there's
doesn't even have to be sterilized, nothing. Like it's not really regulated at all.
yeah, yeah. They're less insured, and there's less insurance on the pigments.
Right. So, but our our pigment actually, and we're coming out with a new powder brows line soon. It's almost ready. But it's also kind of like I would call it a hybrid between a cosmetic and a tattoo pigment, which I think is the safest. Kind of like permablend, right? It's kind of like a crossover between a tattoo pigment and a cosmetic pigment.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So why did you decide to do the hybrid for your pigments?
I just said because of the reason that I don't believe in just organic, and tattoo pigments are organic. They don't, it's not in you know, inorganic.
Yeah.
And I think it holds better if it's organic. Like you said, it's more longevity, and microblading fades faster.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I like to have like a hybrid pigment.
Yeah.
People love our pigments, actually.
Yeah.
They really do.
Yeah.
Very creamy for microblading.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm very, very picky with the microblading pigments, like so picky.
Mm-hmm.
I actually only like fibrous pigments besides my pigment. And now I like my pigment better. I'm not gonna lie, but again, I'm not lying. And they see me as their biggest competitor, but they have very good pigment. They do. I don't like their machine pigment at all. I like the permablend for the powder brows. I always liked it better.
Yeah.
And I wanted to make it something similar to permablend. Yeah. So now my new line that is coming, it's actually, I don't want to say, but I like it better. I don't know.
Yeah, you get the
and we are actually making lines for artists. We're going to start that too.
Oh, that's exciting for your trainers.
Yeah.
The 100 trainers.
My first customer.
Yeah, I would love to.
Yeah. So it's amazing. Like, it's funny because, you know what? I'm not going to lie. This is a true story. And I know you know him, Kenneth Santana. He's the Santana Studio. He is the king of the lips in our academy. Anyway, you could look him up. His name is Santana Studio. And you know that he did not use my lip pigments for the time. And he's like, Claire, you know what? I love RB colors.
Yeah.
And at Kenneth, you know, I've been working, and then I've been giving him like more and more samples. Try this. Okay, because we have a chemist. And so he is like beside himself right now. He's like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. This is amazing. This is like amazing. And, you know, he loves it. And all our masters have been testing, and, you know, so it's really amazing. It's going to be the biggest boom in the industry.
I have to try them. I haven't tried your pigments yet, but I have to try them soon for sure. I was just going to know that you had lip pigments, because I know that you don't do lips, but you have a huge
lips. And you know, I had like a private labeling for my lip colors, and I guess it was not that great. I know, but when he started getting really into lips, and I'm like, listen, you're like promoting a different brand. He says to me, the day that you make pigments as good as them, that's the day I'll promote it. And I was like, okay, man. So now he's like, so we've been working together, like, to create this pigment, and it's really amazing. Let me see if he's here. He'll say something here.
Is it a thick formula, or is it more watery?
No, it's liquidy. But we do have a thickener coming up. Oh, we don't have it right now, but I'd rather have it more liquid, because, like, for example, with the permablend, for me, it was drying a lot. You know, it dries a lot, like when you're working. So that's, you know, there's certain things in different pigment lines that you like, you don't like, you know, that's always how it is. And it was always like, I like the fact that permablend was really nice in the easier implanting in the skin, but I didn't like that it was so liquid. For me, for microblading, I would never use a liquid pigment like that for microblading. I don't like it. I mean, my thing is here, my ring is here, and I go like this, and it's
Yeah.
punch. I don't know.
I know. That's what I did. That's what I do.
It goes up like it wouldn't stay in the tip of the blade, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Tina Davis built an empire with her pigments. I mean, I guess you get used to it, maybe.
Yeah.
But I'm just so picky. I'm like, I don't want to get used to it. I want to have a pigment that it has everything that I want.
Yeah.
And it took us like literally almost 4 years to have the microblading pigment.
Mm-hmm.
So now we've been even longer now to get the machine line, which is the lips. The eyeliner right now I have only one color, but I'm doing one at a time. I can't, you know. It's not something that, you know, people come to us for lip pigments or eyeliner pigment. You know what I mean? I'm not known for that. I'm known for more microblade. You know what I mean? So we're growing, you know, little by little for that.
Mm-hmm. That's so exciting.
I know. So I wanted to ask you, what made you specialize in lip neutralization, especially? Like how did that come? Like how did you become a specialist for lip neutralization?
Well, in Vancouver, there's like tons of ethnic people. Like it's a very diverse city.
Yes.
And I started to get really busy with lip tattooing. And I had a lot of ethnic people reaching out to me, and they would send me photos of their lips because they saw that I didn't do like darker skin tones. And they said, hey, can you tattoo my lips? And I reached out to my trainer, and she was like, she kind of said, it's up to you. It's up to you if you want to do this. This is what I recommend. So she told me that I would need to use orange, and that's all she told me. So of course, when you're new, you want to take every client that you can. So I invited clients to come in, and at first I didn't tattoo with orange. I was tattooing with whatever color that the client asked. And
the orange, it's a very big key. Now the orange, Kenneth says there is no orange like our orange.
I have to try.
Tangerine. It's called tangerine. It's called tangerine. It's not in the market yet. I'll send you one. How about that?
Yeah,
it's not. But he was like showing me that it has to have a lot of yellow. Do you agree with that?
I would say it really depends. I would say saturation is really important when it comes to working with dark lips. For me, saturation is the most important thing. Having yellow in it is important too, because when you're working with dark lips,
purple and yellow,
you need to work with a pigment that has a light value. And usually if you're working with a pigment that has a light value, you're either working with an orange with a lot of titanium, or you can do orange and yellow, which is because yellow has a really light value. So yeah, I would agree with that. I think that it really depends on the lip though, because some dark lips aren't necessarily purple.
Mm-hmm.
But
true
lips, that's the best thing for sure. But yeah, so she said just orange to use, but I didn't do that at first for my clients. I used any color that they. I was
scary, isn't it?
Yeah. Nobody wants to tattoo orange on their lips, so
or eyebrows. I was so scared to tattoo orange straight.
Yeah,
orange. It's a different orange, but still.
Yeah, I know, but you have to use it in order to get the results that you need. So I learned that very quickly, and I learned that using specific colors doesn't work. And then I listened to her and I did some research and I started getting more practice in. And once I found out what worked, I had one client who came in. She wanted orange, and
she wanted orange?
Yeah.
Not that. That's funny.
Yeah, I know. And she had previous, she had dark lips, and I had already done a few unsuccessful dark lips previous to her. So when she came in and she wanted the orange, and
But what do you mean unsuccessful? How could it be unsuccessful? Like it just didn't lighten it, or what?
Yeah, so when I had a few clients, my first few dark lip clients, I was tattooing like pink and nude and like dark.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and those kinds of colors, they either A, they don't show up, or B, they can make the lips go darker. So,
oh yeah. Oh,
so I had problems, and I was about to give up, and then this client came in, and she was like, "Oh, I want orange," and then we tattooed the orange, and when she came back for touch-up, I was like shocked at what I was seeing, and I was like, "Okay, this is what works." So I started using that only orange color. That was the only orange color that I had. And I started using it for literally every single one of my. It was beautiful on everybody. And I would say in the last 2 years is when I really started learning about how to look at a client and like really learn to mix the best pigment. Because you can't use one orange on everybody. Yeah, that's pretty.
I have actually this orange is tangerine, and then we have blood orange, which is like orange but more like a reddish orange.
Yeah,
you know, we have you can't have just one. True.
And that one would be like blood orange would be beautiful on somebody who's like a fits 4 or fits 5, but like on a fit 6,
he uses that a lot too, actually.
Yeah,
he likes it a lot.
Yeah, I love the red oranges, like those ones too. I love for dark lip.
Right.
Yeah.
I did your eyebrows, Lash and Brow, in Texas. Oh, she was my student when I was teaching Fee-Brows. That's funny. Hi. Hello. I'm glad you're still here. Can someone invite me to Clubhouse? I can invite you. I have a few. Thank you. She likes my hat. I never would have guessed you were 22.
Yeah.
You're so professional and handle yourself so well.
Thank you.
Oh, that's so funny. Yes, I will talk about the Beauty Angels Academy business model on the Pretty Ambitious Summit. That's right.
That's going to be exciting. That's going to be a really, I've been looking at the Pretty Ambitious Summit, like all the speakers, and the topics are really, really, really amazing.
Amazing.
I like how Sheila did this conference more business and less technique.
Oh, yeah, it is. It's mostly business. Yeah, totally. Yeah,
because business is a huge part of being a permanent makeup artist. And I feel like a lot of people lack that side to it.
You could be an amazing artist, but if you don't know how to market yourself, then you're not, you know, you'll just stay in the middle of, not in the middle of anything, but you'll stay like this, small.
Yeah.
Love your work, Tess. You're amazing. It works because you love what you do. Okay, here we go. Another capital letters. Please, can you explain the difference between, oh, wait a minute. We did that.
Yeah.
What the hell? Did I go back?
I think they just posted the same, but we kind of answered it. So
maybe.
Yeah.
It's Maria, Miss Claire. Oh, here you go, Maria. She's one of my students. She's hilarious. She was in my clubhouse the other day. Claire, I love your angel's wings. Thank you. They're cute, right?
Did you just pick those up at like a store and see them?
You have no idea. This is so funny. Because my husband loves buying everything online. So he orders this chair online. Yeah. Okay, what color is this?
Ivory? Cream?
Cream. Like okay. Well, guess what? It was supposed to be gray. And I'm like, Scott, do me a favor. I'm like, I want to go to a store. I want to just see, feel, sit in the freaking chair. I said, I don't want to buy something like online like this. So we go to buy these 2 chairs that I just showed you.
Mm-hmm.
And I walk in and I see this.
Yeah.
And then the lady goes, oh, it actually has a little crack. I could give you a discount. It was not cheap. And I was like, what the hell? I said, you know what? Don't worry. I said, the back, nobody's going to see. I said, I want it. Give me the deal. So I got it. That's crazy. You're going to pay, I think it was like $220 or something like. I know, it's ridiculous, right? Yeah, they were not cheap. But she gave me like 20% off because it had a little chip.
Well, they are beautiful. They're
beautiful.
Yeah, they are beautiful.
It's what is it called? It's sculpture.
Yeah. They're very beautiful. It's a very beautiful like piece. And it's you. It's very you.
I know. Tess, offer lipstick effect as
No,
a star?
I don't. I would love to, but I don't know how. But one of my good friends is coming out with like a mag online course, so I'm gonna take that and hopefully learn. I would rather take an in-person training, but I can't get to South Africa, so I'm gonna have to take the online for now. But I don't work with mags, so I don't do lipstick effect. But one day, hopefully, I would love to when Nadine comes out with her class.
What? Oh, I'm just seeing if there is pigments you're using for microblading minerals. I don't know what that means. Oh, thank you. She likes our pigments better than Fee pigments. That's good. Somebody is asking you, when are your pigments ready?
That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know when they're gonna come. Everything always takes long.
Let's make it for you.
I know everything always takes longer, and with COVID, it's just been like it always takes longer. I'm sure you know too. Like even making your pigments took what you just said 4 years.
Very long time.
Yeah, yeah, it's hard work, and there's so many little things that go into it.
Totally.
Even the packaging and like branding and like
right.
Yeah, working with the safety stuff and everything. So I don't know the answer to that.
Hello, Ivan. Oh, it's a lot of love here. A lot of love. You ladies are looking hot. Thank you. We're looking hot. I didn't even do anything. If I take the filter out, you're not going to think I'm so hot.
No, Claire. Okay, wait. I have a question for you. Are you Croatian or Hungarian?
Neither. I'm from Turkey.
Oh, you're Turkish. Oh my gosh, that's so crazy. My grandmother, actually, she was a Cypriot refugee. And Cyprus is right next to Turkey. We actually went to my great grandfather's house in Cyprus.
Oh,
I've never been to Turkey, but I need to go.
It's nice. I'm actually going to Turkey. We are growing so big in Turkey. So we are going to be in a trade show. Like, you know, so we are going to be there. I'm very excited.
Yeah.
Because I haven't traveled since COVID.
Yeah.
But
now,
a little bit more secure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I still have a lot of questions for you.
I'm ready. Shoot 'em.
How do you build up your brand? We know that you're a very successful person.
I think the best way to build your brand, there's few things you need. Like Sheila, like I think that first impression is really important. So like,
did you do Sheila's thing?
Yeah, and Sheila has a lot of good, even free tips on her page. Like, I think putting yourself out there is really important. Like, usually when you are a permanent makeup artist, you're like a singular person who's doing the work. So you need to put yourself out there. You need to be very open. Like, personally, me, when I go to somebody's page and I don't even see their name, I don't know who they are, the brand is very loose. Like, when you are developing your brand, you need to put your picture, you need to put your name, you need to put where you are, you need to put why you are in permanent makeup, who you are you an artist, or do you specialize in lips, brows? Another thing that I think is really important is specialty. Like Claire specializes in microblading, and now she's a master trainer with like a big business model. She's a huge trainer, and she has this title to her. But if you don't have a title and your direction of what your brand is not condensed, it gets lost, and then it's not so attractive. Like, I think finding a specialty is really important. Like, I specialize in lips. There's people who specialize in all three, and that's fine too. But I think that when you have a specialty, it sets you apart from
more.
Yeah, it sets you apart from everybody else.
Right.
Or like, yeah, even having like a specific style, like, or be doing something different than the rest, having a different styles in
But
the
do you also believe in bringing different services, like to branch out, like to start growing? Because maybe, you know, it's harder if you're just doing eyebrow, or if you're
yeah,
just doing lips, or if you're just doing facials, you know?
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. I think in the beginning, if like I started with all three,
Mhm.
eyeliner and lips, and I would post all three, but at some point, I think you have to really find your direction. Like that, I feel like that will only take you so far. Essentially, everybody's known for something. You'll never see some permanent makeup artist at a conference speaking on all eyebrows, eyeliner, and lips. People are invited to speak at conferences on their specialty or what they train for or what they're known for. And people are usually known for one thing. It's really rare when somebody's known for like 3 different procedures. So I feel like in the beginning, you really need to just find what you love and what you like doing, what you're good at. And I think even just like there's so many like role models out there. Like even Claire's page, you can go to Claire's page. She has her icon, she has her bio, she has her website, and you can kind of take a look at all these different top artists and what they're doing for their sites. I see one of my students and good friends, Muley Glamhouse, is in here, and she's taken Sheila's course. And over the past year, I've watched her, even like her branding has like come full circle. She's doubled her following. She has her specific colors. She has her what she's known for. Is she's
Yeah,
known for
brand colors, very
yeah,
important subject.
yeah. I don't really have any colors, but I do have like a theme. Like a theme and colors are important.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, good,
Colors,
good tips. I love
yeah.
it. Good tips. Was there a mentor? Did you have a mentor that you looked up to?
Um, I look up to my trainer, and I I don't know. I can't really remember. I've looked up to a lot of people. I loved talking to other people. I really looked up to the European artists. I really, really looked up to the European artists because a couple years ago in Canada, North America,
Not,
permanent.
oh, yeah.
There was a certain
Not
size.
that Canada. It's not
Yeah,
as in Russia or in
yeah,
Europe.
yeah, and in Turkey and in Europe and in these
Oh my God.
places.
Iran. Do you know how big it is in Iran? You have no
Yeah,
idea. It's
yeah,
crazy.
and permanent makeup there is like beautiful. It's
Hmm.
advanced and they have different styles. Same in Brazil. In Brazil, they have like a
Oh,
different style.
Brazil. The lips in Brazil is
Yeah,
killer.
they're like very juicy. Yeah, so I took inspiration from other cultures, other permanent makeup culture, I would say.
Mhm.
That's my
Right.
inspiration.
I feel like Americans and Canadians are kind of like, we're kind of
Yeah,
a little backwards.
yeah.
We're running. We're like, we're running, but
It's a different way of life though, because here like people are very privileged. So I feel like people don't they don't a lot of permanent makeup artists in North America, I feel like they don't take permanent makeup seriously and they take it more as like a career. But in Europe and in places that are not as they don't have as much privilege, they work harder. They want to be the best. They um work together. They come from a harder place, so they work harder, and I feel like that's why the work comes out better.
that's why I feel like you have a lot of Asians in Vancouver too. Asians have such good work ethic,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It's a culture
It's
thing.
amazing,
Yeah, it's a
right?
culture.
They work so hard. Like Vietnamese people, for
Yeah,
example, you know, they come here and yeah, it's true. I'm not putting Americans down. I'm not.
yeah.
I mean, I'm
But
not.
yeah,
I
we
don't want to offend anybody here.
yeah, no,
It's
but we
just,
yeah.
you know what? It's funny because it's truth.
Hmm.
When you coming from a country like
Hmm.
US, Canada, you know, you have everything and
Yeah,
you
yeah.
don't appreciate.
Yes, yes. Yeah, you don't appreciate and
So yeah,
you
because
try.
I like hello, sorry.
Yeah, I hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, I couldn't hear you and I felt like I was talking over you.
No, no, no.
I didn't hear the last thing you said though. Sorry.
I can't remember. Keep going. Keep getting it.
Okay. So no, what I'm saying is like, even I was talking about this with Sheila in my life, how kids, like my son who was saying
Yeah.
hello here in life, when he was younger, he was going to school and to different people's houses that was like huge houses, and he would come and say that our house was small, and we didn't, you know, like, I don't know. I feel like there's so much waste. I don't know about Canada, but here in the US, which Canada is the same, I feel like I've been in Canada. You know, the portions are huge, and it's like so much waste, and you don't appreciate when you have a smaller meal. You're like, this is good, and
it's true. And people, I like 100% agree with you. And that's the reason I think, like, I have so many friends my own age who are like, oh, I wish I could do something with you, like you, or I wish I could run my own business. And it's like, you live in Canada, like you can literally do anything that you want. You just have to work hard and appreciate. But some people, they're not raised that way. And like you said, like, I don't want to offend nobody, but I was born
even about raising. I think it's the general culture.
Yeah.
Like I grew up, for example, my family and everybody else, it didn't matter whether you were rich, poor, you just take enough food for yourself.
Yeah.
You take unlimited food, you know, and then throw it out. That was so wasteful. Like my family always showed me, you know, the kids in Africa, like how they're so malnourished, they're dying of malaria. I'm like, oh my God, you know? And then you want to hear a funny story? You'll die. You want to hear this? I don't want it to sound racial or anything, but it was funny. I had a very, very good client, a black lady, beautiful black, and she was pregnant. And I always told also my kids the same story. You know, look at the kids in Africa. And I would show them pictures, you know, online, you know. So I scarred my little boy. It was so fun. So one day I go to Chipotle. You guys have Chipotle, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Didn't know. You never know. I thought that you do. But anyway, so we go into Chipotle and we see my client. And I'm like, hey, oh my God, how are you? And she goes, oh, I have the baby with me, with the nanny in the car. And I said, oh my God, I want to meet the baby. I want to meet the baby. So I go, Daniel, you want to meet her baby? He goes, he looks at me like this. No, I don't want to meet that baby. Is it going to look like the pictures you showed me? Do you get it? Because my client was black. He was thinking like if it's a black kid, he's gonna be like skinny, and you know, he didn't know what to think.
Yeah.
And I was like, Daniel, that's in Africa.
Yeah.
Here people have food, you know. I mean, even the people who doesn't have food is not gonna look like that, you know.
Yeah.
But she started laughing so much. She was like, oh my God. She was like, honey, no, it's okay.
I bet it was baby.
I know. I told her because I thought it was like, you know, cute in a way and funny. And I'm like, oh my God, I scarred my child. You know, he thinks like, you know, every black kid is gonna look like he was very little. Also, he was like 3 years old or 3.5 years old. So he didn't really. He couldn't do the connection. Maybe I don't know. It was, but I stopped saying that.
Yeah. And
it worked for me. I never waste my food, but I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. I grew up, like, my parents were business owners. Like, I grew up totally good, but my parents came from nothing. Like, both my parents are high school dropouts. My mom was adopted. My dad lived on his own from when he was 17. So when I turned 12, my parents said to me, we're not paying for your stuff anymore. Go get a job. So I went and got a job, and all my friends used to say to me, oh, you're always working, and why can't you come out with us? And I grew up. What did I do when I was 12?
Yeah.
my dad, I worked for my dad's business and I got paid barely nothing and I loved it. I loved work. He owns like laser tags.
Interesting. Another funny thing, because my husband was telling me, Claire, you know, our older son is 14. He's going to be 15. And he goes, you know what? I don't want to give him money. He should go get a job at your place, like packaging in the warehouse and stuff like that. And I said, well, I pay him like a minimum wage.
Yeah.
So
you pay him rent.
I did now. I guess that was not that long ago for you, but you turned out really good.
I like working. Like I have dignity and it gives me integrity, and I never was good in school. I never made friends in school, and I always felt different. So coming into permanent makeup community and like being able to take my business as far as I want it to go I can't believe I have this opportunity, because there's so few amount of people that get to do what we get to do. So I have the appreciation because I worked the minimum wage job and I've worked my weekends and I've sacrificed a lot to, but when I started permanent makeup, I had $500 in my bank account and I basically had nothing, and I was doing people free. I didn't even care. I just like was so appreciative that I got to
But smart. You're smart that way. Being smart, it's not just being smart at school. I'm dumb as a rock when it comes to school.
Yeah, same.
Dumb. Like dumb. And I'm like, oh my God. Like and I talk about this actually now very freely, but even my family, I felt like they were concerned because I sucked at school. You know, I didn't know what is 8 times 7, and I still don't know. And I use my phone. I could buy my phone now. I use my phone. Who gives a shit? Like, who cares? But I think it's very important for kids to get, like, not just kids, anyone, you know, just stand up and try to do something for your life, yourself, you know? It's not just kids. I mean, I try to teach my kids. I tell them my story, you know. I also have nothing. But I work very hard, and now I have everything I want. Thank God. Touch wood. I still want to work because it gives me pleasure. You know, it actually makes me appreciate everything more than what I do. You know, like on Monday we had a clubhouse, and you know, I was talking to some of my trainers, and like now to see them grow, like I had to step down a little bit. I want you guys to grow, and it makes me happy. You know, that's the type of person I am, and it's just nice to see the industry growing. People, you young, you know, Kenneth Santana, the other day he was writing to me that, you know, and I said, don't thank me, thank yourself. You know, you did it to yourself too. Yes, I helped. I gave you the tools, but at the end of the day, you are your own person, and you just have to just show up for yourself, and that's it. And just feel sorry.
Yeah, and in permanent makeup, nobody's going to show up and help you build your business. It's all you. I mean, I had a lot of help. I did have a lot of help, but you have to help yourself in order to get help.
You could get any help, okay?
Yeah.
It's like I take you to the gym. I show you the machines. I say, yes, you want to build your muscles? You got to do like this, like this, like this. But you know, at the end of the day, it's up to you to look fit or not, or look chubby like me. You know, I know what I need to do to look fit. I know I have the tools. You know, I am. Now I've been dieting and I've been getting better, but it's, you know what? Like when people say, oh, I can help you to lose weight. Well, guess what? Anybody can help me. Weight Watchers can help me. Jenny Craig can help me. It's all the same shit. Just do, I know what I'm supposed to do. I just don't do it. That's key. You gotta do it. People cannot for you. You gotta do it for yourself. Somebody could do it for me. Would be so nice.
That would be nice.
Marti, can you go to the gym?
Yeah, I'll turn off and somebody else will come inside.
All right, that would be really cool.
Yeah, I agree.
Before we finish off, because it's been an hour, it just flew like this. Do you have any last words, any tips?
I would say one of the biggest things I feel like in building your business and being like a better permanent makeup artist is giving. But in order to give, you have to show up. And that was something that I really struggled with. Like doing these lives for me now is like nothing. But I used to take like beta blockers to block my anxiety because I had so much anxiety going into clubhouses, going into lives, going into conferences, and even putting a picture of myself on my page. And not a lot of people know that because I show up here and I don't even care anymore. But it's really hard for me to get to this point. And as soon as I started showing up like me, my business exploded. Like people, I feel like you really need to, as a permanent makeup artist, I feel like you really need to represent your brand. Like even you.
I think it's in any business. It's not permanent makeup. I think what you're saying is very good for anyone. You know?
Yeah, and being open with your experiences and educating. And I feel like, I don't know, you need to be not only just showing up and posting like random stuff, but like showing up and giving quality to other people to help other people, whether it's helping clients, whether it's like what we do is really an art form. So like for me, for my example, like I like to tell a story through my captions. I like to give to people and create quality content and show up. And I think that is some of the most important things in building your brand.
Amen. Yeah. The last thing, what is your sign?
I'm a Leo.
I'm a Taurus.
You're a Taurus. I love Tauruses.
Somebody asked. So it was lovely to have you. You are a nice soul, young, an amazing future ahead of you. You don't want to know how old I am. All I have to say, I could be your mother, but I'm going to leave it at that.
Okay. That's fine. I can deal with that. I'll be your little baby.
Yeah. But
thank you.
It's so nice. And to hear your success, how you did it. I hope it's inspiring to others. And I just love seeing success stories like you. And I hope to see more and more. Yeah. And
thank you, Claire.
Talking very soon again.
I'll see you again soon. And thanks to everyone who watched. I don't know, I can't see any comments, but thanks to everybody who watched. Thank you, Claire.
Thank you, girls. Woohoo, girls. Everybody loving it.
Yes. Thank you. Okay.
Have a good weekend.
Yes.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.